So we are at day 9, almost there. The advanced today is about two things that sound opposite: keep going and knowing when to stop. And most people, they quit too early, one good answer and they walk away. And others, they never stop. They keep prompting long after the work is done. The skill is telling the difference, and it starts with documenting your progress. Write down what works, track what you tried. When you can see your path, you can see the finish line. So let's get into it. You iterate now. You have learned that in essentials. You run 2 rounds, 3 rounds. The output gets better. But if someone asked you what changed between version 1 and version 3, could you answer? The improvement happened, but you just can't reproduce it. Next project, you start from scratch again. Every time is round 1. And most people believe that if output improved, the iteration worked. Sure, it did work, but that's incomplete. If you cannot explain why it worked, you can't repeat it. And if you can't repeat it, it's not a skill, it's just luck. Here is the principle: documented iteration is a skill, undocumented iteration is luck. If you can't see what changed between versions, you are not iterating, you are guessing. The two curves do the work here. Your job is to walk the contrast and learn the difference between effort and system. On the left, blind effort. You push harder, you try again, you keep going, and the line flattens. Effort rises, but progress stalls. And on the right, documented iteration. Same effort, different result. Each step builds on the last. The output keeps climbing. So here's the difference: strong people push harder, effective people learn faster. They adjust sooner, and they document the gap. The tool we are going to learn today is called the V1, V2, V3 method. Write down 3 versions. Between each version, write one sentence. What was the flaw and what fixed it? The document is the learning. You don't just get a better output, you get a map of how you got there. And next time you start from the map, not the zero. You can iterate forever. The sky is the limit. And that's the trap. More tries feels like progress. Sometimes they are, but not all of them. Smart persistence is knowing the difference. It's not how long you push, it's knowing when to stop. So keep going, but keep going towards something. Here is the idea. It's called the plateau signal. From V1 to V2 of an idea is usually a big jump. And from V2 to V3 is a clear gain. But V2 to V4, it's barely different. And that's not failure, that's the signal to stop. Most people quit too early at V2. Some people iterate too long and the output starts drifting away from the input. The skill is recognizing when the improvement is smaller than the effort. And research confirms the plateau. In the self-refined study, code optimization score went from 22 to 27 after one round. That's a big jump. After round 2, 28.8. Round 3, 28.9. So most of the gain happened in the first 2 iterations. The pattern held across every task they tested. The lesson: rounds 1 and 2 did the heavy lifting. Round 3 is polishing and round 4 was noise. So here's our let's apply. I gave AI the task: write a 100-word pitch for a project management app. What we will do, we will walk through the 3 versions and we will see the documented flaws and learn when to stop. So here is the version 1. Read the version 1 in grey box. It's not terrible, I promise. Pause the screen for a minute and read it. You must have felt the use of heavy buzzwords, right? Innovative solutions for seamless collaboration. That's no clear differentiator. So I diagnose the flaw. No clear value proposition. It reads like every other app on the market. Now I gave the prompt that led to V2. The prompt was: Lead with the one problem this app solves and no buzzwords. Again, pause for 30 seconds and read the output. V2 is clearer, isn't it? The problem leads, but it's still abstract. No one can picture it. So the flaw here is no concrete scenario. Now my V3 prompt was add one specific scenario in the first sentence and cut to 80 words and read the output. It reads like, when your developer is waiting on design and no one knows the handoff happened, project stalls. This app prevents that. Every task has one owner and one deadline. So you feel that, right? It lends perfectly and it's concrete. It's better than V1 and V2. And this is where we stop. So now look at the change log. 2 lines, V1 to V2, it removed buzzwords, it added value proposition, and V2 to V3, it added concrete scenario and cut length. So that's your record. Next time you're writing a pitch, lead with the problem, add a scenario, cut the buzzword. You don't start from zero, you start from your change log. The AI did not diagnose the flaws, you did. The AI executed your judgment. So document the persistence, document the iterations, and know when to stop. And here is your homework. You copy and run this prompt and you describe the task that AI needs to write. It could be a pitch, it could be an email, a proposal, a description, or any other thing. This output is your V1. Then you find the flaw in that V1, because I'm pretty sure it will not be perfect. You get specific with the flaw and you write the next prompt with the fix. Now this will be your V2 and you continue this until you get V3. And you read the change log that AI will generate and you document it somewhere and compare the difference between V1, V2, V3.